So in traditional Chinese medicine, warmth is essential, and in most, and Ayurveda and most other things as well. Warmth is essential for healing. Warmth helps reduce inflammation. It brings blood flow into the body to support healing. So this is why you guys are drinking the red date goji and ginger tea. The red date is warming and the ginger is warming. So it's stimulating warmth from the inside out. But the womb requires warmth for healing. And if we are not warm, that creates blood stasis. Blood stasis slows down the healing process. Warmth is also really good for the spleen. Tying back into why I served this tea today, this is really nourishing for the spleen. The spleen produces and distributes blood throughout the body. The spleen is also representative of the heart and the emotional body as well. So I'm going to pause here for a moment and just share a quick little story about a woman who I supported. She had a cesarean. I supported her last year, and guiding her on how to prepare for that. Yet, unfortunately, no one else in her world knew about this. So they were teaching her all the things that I am unlearning and that I am now teaching other people about. And so she had a cesarean, and they told her within the first week, make sure you're getting out, you're walking lots, get outside, get as much fresh air as you can, and feeding her things like, and this will tie into the nourishment piece as well, but feeding her things like cold foods, cold salads, cold water, smoothies, because those are easy to eat on the go. But when you're eating cold foods, that's really hard on your digestive system. When your body is trying to heal, the digestive system needs warmth. It needs warm, nourishing foods, spices, easily digestible foods, because it takes so much energy to digest food. And if your body is needing to work extra hard to digest cold food, then it's drawing energy away from all of the other healing that is required. She was going out for walks. She was getting her hair wet. She was eating the cold foods. She was not resting, nothing like this. And so she called me. She's like, Brittany, she was 4 weeks postpartum. She's like, I don't know if I can do this. I think I need to go on anti-anxiety meds. This is too much. And so I asked her, I said, what are you doing? Talk me through your day. Well, I'm going out for a walk at least once a day. She had all of these stairs in her house. She's running up and down the stairs all the time. I'm eating cool. I'm doing all this. I was like, okay, that's the opposite of what I told you to do. And when we look at the spleen, and the spleen is the center of the emotional body and represents the heart, and she is not having warmth and she is not resting, she is going to be depleted. She's going to be depleted. She's going to be anxious. She's going to be exhausted. She's going to be worried. Everything around her is going to feel like it's crumbling. So as soon as I went into her home, I spent 3 days in her home with her, cooking her warm, nourishing foods. I poured all of my offerings into her. And within 3 days, she was a completely new person. She was bonded with her baby. She had trouble bonding with her baby. She was dealing with grief. She was processing trauma from her birth, all of this sort of stuff. With 3 days of me coming in, she was like, I feel like a new person. She went to her therapist. Her therapist was like, what happened? What? Like, you are the opposite of who you were. And she's like, Brittany came and saw me.